Books with Tina 08, and today I have a haul. I'm not really sure what to call it. I have all the books I'm taking to college with me to show all of you guys. This is a little bit of a loose list. It could change. I might add more books, and these books might not be on it if I read them before I go back to school. It can change, but just a general overview. I am currently in the midst of packing up everything for college. I'm going to be a sophomore, in case you're unaware, and we're moving into an apartment, me and some friends. So that's exciting and all more space, and since I'm doing booktube, I figured bring some more books than I did last year, because I only brought one book and I didn't read it. Also, this video is going to be posted later than when I'm filming it, because when this video will hopefully be posted, I'll be in California on vacation, so I won't be able to film out there, probably. So, yeah. And it's currently 11 o'clock in the evening at night, and I have to wake up before 5. We're leaving our house at 5 to catch a flight at 6:30, and I haven't packed yet, so this might not be the best idea, but I wanted to film this, and I meant to do it earlier, but I was watching the Olympics, so. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into these books. So the first books I wanted to mention were some on my August TBR. If I don't finish any of these, I want to bring them out of college because they're all books I really want to read. And the first book is The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. And if I like this book, then I'll purchase all the other books at some point and have those at college as well. The second book is Tremor by Patrick Carman, and I'm hoping I like this book, and regardless, I'm probably going to read the last book, Quake, so I'll one day get my hands on that one as well. And then the third book from my August TBR is The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan, and then my friend said I could borrow all of his books in this series, so I said I would, but I kind of want to buy them all, because if I want, why wouldn't I have them all? But, so, he's going to give me those once I move back in, so I'll have all of these. The next two books were some I mentioned in my half-price books haul, and that is, wrong book, and that is The Testing and Independent Study by Joelle Charbonneau. I still don't know how to pronounce that name. And these are dystopian kind of books that are kind of Divergent-esque in my opinion, where you'd go through a test and you get kind of put in different things, by my understanding. I have not read any of these dust jackets recently, so not sure, but it's something I wanted to read for a while, and I saw them and they were like each like $1 or $2, so I figured I can't pass that up. So the next book is The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. I watched this movie many years ago and it was creepy AF. I didn't really know what it was. I watched it when I was pretty young, well, not pretty young, but when I was pre-teenage, like 11 or 12 probably. Is that about the right time? I don't know. But this movie creeped me the frick out. It's so I wanted to read the book, and I know what happens, but it's been so long since I've seen the movie where I think I can read the book. I'm just gonna have to make sure I read this in daylight with other people around me, because I might not be able to sleep at night. The next book is Shades of Grey by Jasper Fforde, and this is kind of like The Giver, where it's like a dystopian society, and your class rank, if you're the more elite, then you can see more colors, but if you're poor or working class, you can see less. So basically however many colors you can see determines how high you rank in this world, and it sounds really interesting, and I heard good things about it, and I picked it from the Dollar Tree way back when, and I want to read it because I really like The Giver and that whole concept, and so this sounds really cool. Also, it's a pretty cool cover in my opinion, so yeah. The next book happens to be the one book I brought with me to school last year and did not read anything from it, and that is The Book Thief by Marcus Cusack. And I've heard amazing things about this. It's historical fiction. So Historical fiction's okay. I'm not, honestly, I don't know if I read really any historical fiction for fun. I feel like I have. I feel like I have to have, but not any I can think of. It's just not really what I go to, but it's not something I'm like contemporary, so I think I might like this more. But I'm not 100% sure, and I want to read it, but it's a pretty hefty sized book. And I've not seen the movie yet for this because I've been wanting to read it, and my mom wants to see the movie too, and she's been holding off until I finish this, and it's been like over a year that the movie's been out, so I'm gonna try to read this. The next book is a random book I really don't know anything about, and it is Kept in the Dark by Penny Hancock. And I just read the back of this beforehand because I was gonna bring a different book. I got a bunch of books at like a church sale. This was one of them. I was gonna bring another one, but I couldn't find it. And this, like, reading the back kind of sounds like a thriller type thing. And it's basically a neighbor's 15-year-old nephew goes missing. And it basically, I'm getting Boy Next Door vibes. If you've seen that movie with Jennifer Lopez, she's like a teacher and she ends up falling in love with a guy who ends up being her student, and the guy goes crazy. I don't think it's like that, but this is like, it's kind of opposite. Well, where she like ends up kidnapping her neighbor's nephew because I don't know, but he's like a gorgeous teenage boy awakens a torrent of memories that threatens to reveal terrifying truth. So, drawn to Jez by compulsion that she scarcely understands, Sonia takes him captive, prepared to sacrifice everything to keep him. That's creepy. And this is a 15-year-old boy with a grown woman, so that's also illegal and gross, but I'm curious. It's not too... Okay, it's like over 300 pages. This is a small book. But still, wanted to read something else, and this is an adult book because I'm an adult and I feel like I should not keep reading like children's young adult things for the rest of my life, but it's still what I like. The next book is The Lucky One by Nicholas Sparks. I've had this one a very long time. I've been meaning to read it for a very long time. If you're ever into college and maybe I like it. I read The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks, and I like Nicholas Sparks' style of writing. Is that how you say that? I don't know. Even though his books are contemporary, but I really enjoyed his style of writing. Maybe because they're like more different. And I don't know, I guess like with the contemporaries I'm currently reading, I thought they would be different enough for my own life, but they're just so boring. And I find they have like the insta-love, and these don't. They, I don't know. I feel like it takes a little more time for the characters to fall in love, and it's not just instantly, and I like that more. Anyways, the next book is an old book. It is a classic, and it is Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I read this book going into 7th grade, so a very long time ago, and I don't think I know I didn't fully understand everything going on in this book. That being said, I still really enjoyed it, which is amazing to me because I hate classics most of the time. Hate is a strong word. I don't like most of them. I like the children's classics like Gulliver's Travels, Adventure of Tom Sawyer, Call of the Wild, Treasure Island, etc. I like To Kill a Mockingbird, even though that's not really that old. But I don't know, I think also because I had to read War of the Worlds with this book before summer, and I hated War of the Worlds, but I really enjoyed this. It's a dystopian, that's what it is. Like a dystopian written like, when was this even written, like 100 years ago? More than that? I don't know. Okay, this was written in the 1950s. Why I think it was 100 years ago? I think this was a lot older than it was. That awkward moment. Well, obviously you know how much I know about classics. But yeah, it's like written as a dystopian in the future, like around our time, but like the things aren't realistic going to be in the future because like they're like this TV with just 3D is like $50 million or whatever. Not actually, but and you're like, they already have things like that and they're like $20. You know, not to those extremes. But anyways, I remember really enjoying it. I want to give it another try to see if I enjoy it still and if I can get a better understanding from it. And it's also just a little teeny book. And I really like this. Also, this is a pretty cool cover, right? I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't know. Brings back good memories, even though I hate summer reading. The next book I want to bring to college is Legend by Marie Lu. I was only going to bring the first one. I might bring all three. Not sure if I'm going to get around to this. I want to reread this trilogy, but I have like a million books on my TBR, so rereading books makes me feel guilty, but if I get to it, I'll get to it. The next book is City Girl Country Vet by Kathy Woodman. This is a book my mom got me for Christmas, I think, or something, like a couple years ago, my birthday. And it's like a contemporary, and this girl's a vet, and it's like fall, I don't know. This cover though, can we just appreciate this cover? This is a very cute cover. It is a contemporary, I guess, but it's about a vet person, and I want to be a vet. When I say a vet person, I don't know if it's a vet student or a veterinarian or a vet tech or what. That's what I'm saying, vet person. But yeah, I want to be that, so adding those kind of veterinarian elements into with the contemporary, figured I might enjoy it. Also, there's probably going to be a lot of animals, and I'm a sucker for animals. And the last three books are I Tell You I Love You and Then I Have to Kill You, Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy, and Don't Judge a Girl by Her Cover. And these are the first three books in the Gala Girls series by Allie Carter. I read this book when I was like in 7th or 8th grade, and I enjoyed it. I can't honestly remember if I read the second book, and I know I already passed that. Don't really remember what. I'm trying to accumulate it in hardcover. This one's obviously not. But I want to read them because I liked the first one, and I always like to imagine when I was younger that I was like a spy in a secret school. So I just want to read them. And yeah, those were the 15 books I have on my do pack or to bring to college list as of now. I hope you enjoyed seeing them. A little bit of everything. How many will I actually read? I don't know, because I'm taking a literature class this fall, so I'm going to have required reading, so I don't want to read other books and not read my required reading. So that might be a little bit of an issue, but oh well. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Feel free to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more bookish videos. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.